power of mindset. On a quiet evening, a carpenter was heading home after a long week of hard work, his pockets holding his well-earned wages. The streets were deserted, the dim light of the setting sun casting long shadow. Suddenly, a man stepped out from the darkness, pointing a gun directly at him. "Hand over your money," barked the robber, his voice sharp and commanding. Carpenter, startled but quick to think, handed over his money. But instead of panicking, he kept his composure and came up with a clever plan. "Fine, take my money," he said calmly, "but do me one small favor. Shoot a hole through my hat. If I go home without it, my wife won't believe I was robbed." The robber smirked, perhaps amused by the odd request. He tossed the carpenter's hat into the air and fired, punching a neat hole through it. "Thanks," said the carpenter, retrieving his hat, "but my wife is sharp. She'll think I gave up too easily. She might even call me a coward. Let's make it look more convincing. Put a few holes through my coat so it seems like I fought a gang of robbers." The robber shrugged and, with no reason to refuse, obliged. He fired several shots through the carpenter's coat, leaving it riddled with holes. "And now," the carpenter began, but the robber interrupted him with a laugh. "Sorry, old man. No more favors. I'm out of bullets," the robber said smugly, lowering his weapon. The carpenter's expression changed. A sly grin spread across his face. "That's all I needed to know," he said, his tone firm. He stepped closer, his confidence now unshaken. "Now hand me back my money, and add some for the hat and coat you just ruined, or I'll make sure you regret this encounter." The robber froze, realizing his gun was useless and the carpenter wasn't afraid. In a panic, he threw the money back, even tossing in a little extra, and bolted into the night. The carpenter chuckled as he dusted himself off and collected his things. Despite the terrifying situation, he had kept his wits about him and used his quick thinking to outsmart the robber without a single act of violence. He walked home, his hat and coat damaged, but his pride and his money intact. In life, challenges and threats often come unexpectedly, leaving us feeling cornered or powerless. But even in the toughest of situations, a calm mind and clever thinking can turn the odds in our favor. Instead of giving in to fear, use your creativity, resourcefulness, and courage to find solutions. After all, sometimes the greatest strength lies not in brute force, but in the power of the mind. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Presence of mind matters.